That is a baseball.
Yes.
That years ago, hold it up to your left right there. That is a baseball autographed by Hall of Famer Tommy Lasorda when he stopped by in this studio a few years ago, and you just pointed to the heavens because he passed away at the age of 93. It was announced about a half an hour ago. He was in the hospital for several months, released a couple of days ago, and he has passed away, headed to baseball heaven. The longtime manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, who was a former Brooklyn Dodger, played in Major League Baseball in the 50s, and then decided to try and see if he wanted to be a manager, and wound up managing in the minor league system for the Dodgers. Third base coach for Walter Alston as he wrapped up his legendary tenure as the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And then in the mid-'70s, Tommy got his chance, and boy, did he make the most of it.
Sure did.
When I was growing up in New York City, diehard Yankee fan, hoping that the Yankees would win a World Series in 1977 and 78. Those were great years for me, but for the Los Angeles Dodgers, they were on the wrong side of the final scores in those World Series. However, I mean, the team, you knew the team that they had put together, what a team it was. And these Garvey, Say, Lopes, Dusty Baker, Steve Yeager, Los Angeles Dodgers of the 70s was just the beginning of some great runs for the Dodgers. 1981, 1988 World Series champions. And then, of course, just what he brought to the game in terms of his personality and his passion. Certainly here in Los Angeles. I mean, you could just Google photographs of Lasorda and all sorts of Hollywood stars that would be hanging around the team. It was a Hollywood team, Dodger Blue here in Southern California. Sinatra in the dugout, you know, with Tommy Lasorda. Don Rickles flying around with a team, you know. And then again, just his personality, being the ambassador for the game that he was. You just Google Tommy Lasorda, you see him wrestling with the Philly Fanatic. He was in the third base coach's box in the 2001 All-Star game up in Seattle, which we talk about a lot because it was when Cal Ripken's final All-Star game, and Dodgers pitcher Chan-Ho Park threw Cal a cookie that he took over the fence and in left field on that day. But it was also one of those famous moments was Vlad Guerrero was at home plate and he lost control of the bat and it flew at Tommy, who hit the deck. And Giants outfielder Barry Bonds put a chest protector on Tommy for the next time he went out there. I mean, he always gave you a laugh, and his teams were always coming at you, and he was more than worthy of enshrinement in the Cooperstown Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in 1997. He also wore the uniform for Team USA in the Olympics. Rest in peace, Tommy Lasorda. Age of 93. It was great when he was here, too. It was just, his persona just lit up the room whenever I was fortunate enough to be around him. Whenever that happened, when I was at ESPN from 96 to 03, baseball was my sport. And so Tommy would be at a lot of the big events, certainly all-star games. And it was always great to hear him tell stories. And again, we send our condolences to the Lasorda family and the Dodgers organization and everybody who played for Tommy or knew him.